What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the verse devotion bit, and this is going to be in Jude chapter 1, verse 24. I read KJV, and so with that being said, now unto him that is able to keep you from falling and to present you faultless before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy. I just read it from the screen. I still have it right here. And what I got out when I caught this is that at the end of the day, right, when it comes to having salvation, we need to be through the sanctification process and making the attempts to get out of temptation and not even be bothered by it. Even somehow, like with the corn addiction, right? I should be avoiding anything that is lustful or that comes off as sexual, right? Even if it's not outright corn. There's Instagram reels, there's Facebook reels, even TikTok will do it from time to time with me, even though I have it pretty well Christianized for my FYP. But avoiding triggers and stuff like that. Now, when it's saying, unto him that is able to keep you from falling, if we just look upon God, we look upon Jesus, and just kind of tunnel vision, right? And we just focus on him. Everything else, just like how with tunnel vision, everything blurs out and you only see what's in front of you. That's how we should be thinking with our walk with Jesus Christ, is in a way of tunnel vision. That's not to say that we might not necessarily walk a straight line per se, but we are still perceiving him in that straight line manner. The path can be all sorts of crooked and stuff, but as long as we focus on him, we're able to kind of maneuver around and keep our vision to him. And at the second half, to present you faultless before the presence of his joy with exceeding joy. The exceeding joy is with him being happy that you're there with him in the glory. Because in John 14:2, where he talks about that I prepare a house for you, right? This would go on to John 14, verse 2 also, because the expressions that that Jesus would have in both these instances is with exceeding joy. And with that house, you'd be able to be in his presence and be in his glory, because heaven is literally like his glory is there the whole time. Of course, we can get closer and closer to him. The throne room, like maybe in his house, in his specific, in the tabernacle itself, right? But overall, if we focus on him and just kind of tunnel vision to him, we are able to do so much more than what we are doing right now. And even for myself, if we just focus on him, everything is going to work out. Everything will be fine. Everything will be great. And that doesn't mean that you won't fall at all. I will say, but the likelihood, if you just focus on him, it would be non-existent. I'm taking into account our human nature. When you focus on him, it's easier. But when we try to look at everything and everywhere, we make his job harder by doing that. And again, he allows us to have free will. So we are always in some form of control when it comes to whether or not we should go into it or should we leave the temptation, right? We have that option. So with that being said, this will be the end of day 10. And I pray that you guys have a good rest of your night. I love y'all. God bless you. And Jesus Christ loves you more. Amen and amen.